If I asked you the question of what do you love, you could answer with so many things of you love dancing, or you love writing, or you love food, or you love drawing, or you love your family or your friends or your dog. How long would it take you to say, I love myself? Hi everybody, welcome back to my channel, and this video is going to answer that question for you today. A lot of people go a lifetime without loving themselves, and I'm going to teach you how to do that today. That whole clever intro, that was not me. I'm not going to take credit for it. There's an amazing girl named Ashley. I found her on Tumblr, but she has a spoken word video. It's called Meeting Yourself in the Mirror, and it's about self-love. And I will post the link to that in my comments because every single person on the entire planet should watch that video, and I just gave you a little bit of a taste of it. But today, we're going to learn about some serious self-love. And I know that sounds kind of hippie-ish, but you'd be surprised. You probably struggle with it. We're gonna learn about self-worth and how it translates into everyday life today. Oh, and here's a really big one for you guys. My notes are not on my phone. I hand wrote them today. Woo! We're getting old school. All right, so understanding your self-worth and how it translates into your everyday life. I'm going to ask you a question, and I really encourage you to have a piece of paper and a pen or your phone or something to write it down, and I promise you this exercise is not to be silly. It's 100% serious, and you're going to kind of be mind blown by it. So I'm going to ask you the question, who are you? And that's one of the broadest questions I could probably ask you, and I want any kind of answer from you. I am funny. I am Lauren. I am a daughter. I am a sister. I am athletic. I am light. I am love. I am a life coach. Like, there's so many answers you could put for this, but I want you to write down in 5 or 10 words, adjectives, I guess, who you are. So do that now, or pause the video if you're working on it. All right. Here's a better question than the first question. Who established that? Who established that you are funny, that you are athletic? Obviously, my mom established that I'm a daughter and that I am Lauren, but maybe that was a poor example. But, like, if you think that you're silly, who established that? Okay, I guess you can pause the video again if you want to and write that down as well. And finally, why do you think that that's the case? A lot of people will probably write down, I established that. I think I'm funny, or I think I'm bad at math, or I think, and these I thinks are what we refer to as our self-worth. There we go. Our self-worth is the one thing in this life, okay, maybe not one thing, but it's one of the things in life that nobody can give to you or take away from you. It's something that you create solely by yourself, which is a huge deal because we are born into this world being surrounded by nothing other than unconditional love. And the fact that so many people grow out of that love and grow into a self-hate is freaking so sad. What you think about yourself translates into what you do. Absolutely. Whether you think you can, or whether you think you can't, you're right. If you tell yourself all the time, man, I'm really bad at science. I suck at science. Science hates me because I'm an idiot and I don't like science. I promise you, you will never pass a science class. Never. Because that self-talk is breaking down your self-worth, and you don't think that you are worth that good grade in science because you're bad at it. Let's get right to the chase of how to rebuild it, because I think we all know how easy self-worth is torn down, even though we shouldn't let it be easy, but bringing it back up is just as easy, and I'm going to tell you how. How to rebuild self-worth. In the spoken word that I absolutely love that I mentioned earlier, her grandmother tells her to get in front of a mirror and to meet yourself for the first time all over again, and let it be as awkward as meeting your first 7th grade boyfriend was. And just sit there and get to know yourself. Get to know every detail of your face, your eyes, your nose, your smile, the way that the light hits your cheek on your good side. Get to know yourself. And it will be awkward and you might be shy, but the more you do it, the more comfortable with yourself you'll be. And when you're comfortable enough to start talking to yourself, Don't think that you're crazy because it's a healthy thing to do. So once you're comfortable enough, start telling yourself compliments like, "You've got really nice hair. Your eyelashes look really good today. Man, you are ripped. Those gains, bro, like they're getting awesome. I'm so white. I'm so sorry." But tell yourself these things. Tell yourself the things that you love, that you see in the mirror just by reflection that you love. And even if you don't believe it right away, if you tell yourself it for long enough, you will. And eventually, once you start saying the words, "I love you," to your reflection long enough, you'll believe that too. Because it's true. You should love yourself. There's nothing wrong with loving yourself. There's nothing wrong with taking care of yourself. And there's nothing wrong with thinking that you're the bomb.com, because guess what? You are. You were put on this earth for a purpose, for a reason, and there's one of you. So when you look in that mirror and you're telling yourself, "I love you," you're not telling that to anybody else just like that, ever. There's nobody who has the same goals and dreams and gifts inside of them. And the beauty on the outside, nobody is the same. So those mirror exercises are great. So are positive affirmations. So like when you're driving in the car, just being like, "Hey, you're the bomb. Hey, today you did really good in your math class. Hey," like all these great things. Just compliment yourself and constantly remind yourself that it's okay and you're the best and that there's nobody like you. And additionally, love yourself. Take that $5 that you found on the sidewalk and go buy yourself your favorite Slurpee. So what if you don't put that $5 in your bank account and you've been working like a dog all week? Love yourself a little bit and treat yourself. There's nothing wrong with loving yourself. It's not cockiness. It's self-worth that you're building. There's a difference between somebody who's super cocky, who thinks that they're above everybody else, and somebody who loves themselves, who is accepting. I consider myself to be someone who is very confident with their self-worth. I know what I'm worth. I know who to surround myself with. And I don't think that I'm somebody who's cocky. I mean, correct me if I'm wrong, but I'm not like the captain of the football team who thinks he can talk like crap to other people because he thinks he's the best. I don't know. It's not cockiness, people. It's self-worth. Get with it. So moving forward a little bit, don't like if you're struggling with self-worth right now and your standards are low, you need to step them up, because having those low standards, you're probably being walked on by a lot of people. Your self-worth is low, your standards are low. You can't settle for anything less than what you deserve. Here's an example. When you're in a relationship with somebody, you put them on this pedestal and you worship the ground that they walk on because you think they are love. You think that they are fantastic. They make you laugh. They make you happy. Why can you not put yourself on the same pedestal? Why can you not hold yourself up this high and say, "I deserve this. I deserve happiness and I deserve love"? You do deserve that. So put yourself on that pedestal and don't settle for anybody who's trying to bring you down, because they're tearing apart your self-worth when you shouldn't let them. One quote that I wrote down: be an example, attract the people who are like you. Work hard, be yourself, and people who belong in your life will find you and stay here. That's totally true. Just by being you and by living at this level, you will attract people who are also at this level. But if you're living a life down here, you're going to attract people up here, down here, making it harder for you to continue to grow, because they are holding you down and keeping you at that level of I'm a 5 when you're really a 10. Surround yourself with people who make you better, who make you want to improve, who make you push harder. Not only spread the wealth of your self-love, but surround yourself by it. If you are surrounded by people who are confident in who they are and who love themselves, it'll come. It will, I promise. Page 2. Be conscious of who you surround yourself with. In today's day and age, especially, social media is a huge thing, and for some stupid reason, teenage girls and boys think that they romanticize self-hate way too much. I think that people who don't love themselves, I pray for them a lot. I feel bad for them a lot, because self-love is something that everybody should have. Because at the end of the day, when you lay down in bed, you're all you have. And at the end of this life, when you're alone in the grave, you're all you have. Not to say that you should shut people out of your lives, but you will always have yourself, and remember that. So Let me leave you at 10 minutes in this awesome last quote. You're enough. Post it everywhere. Post it on your mirror. Post it on the walls. And post it on the back of your eyelids. I can tell you this 1,000 times over and over, but only you can choose to believe it. You are the image in the mirror, so love it. My little rant/advice video about self-love and self-worth. I could have talked for 45 minutes about this, people, because I believe in you. I shouldn't believe in you more than you believe in you, but I think I do sometimes because I see the person that sees you back in the mirror, but maybe not that you see. So if anybody has any questions, needs any kind of counsel, needs any kind of anything, you know how to get a hold of me. Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, email me, call me. I don't care. I just burped. I'm so sorry. Excuse me. But seriously, love yourself. Have an amazing, amazing Thanksgiving. Count your blessings. Share it with family. And I really hope that you are all growing. It's been actually 365, more like 368 days since I posted my first video. So I feel like I've grown a little bit. I really hope that you're all taking away bits and pieces of this. If you need anything, if you want me to make a video on anything, if you have any ideas for me, don't hesitate to let me know. Don't forget to love yourselves. You're the only ones you have. But surround yourself with good people too. And I love you just like you should love you. Bye, everybody.